Well, the simple answer is that whoever captures the hearts, the minds, and ultimately the souls of the children is going to direct the future.
You tweeted, "The issue that transcends and supersedes all others is education. If we lose on that front, we lose all other battles." Why is it that serious, Alex?
Well, the simple answer is that whoever captures the hearts, the minds, and ultimately the souls of the children is going to direct the future. And this is not some unique discovery that I have made. The totalitarians have understood this for at least a century, probably longer. It just wasn't feasible to corral all the children into brainwash camps. But today, that is not only feasible, it's the norm, it's the accepted standard. And the reality is, even if we're able to push the evildoers and the totalitarians back for another generation, maybe if we work really hard, maybe even 2 generations, if they've got the young people, it's over. And right now, I don't mean to sound like a doom monger, but I think we just need an honest assessment of where we're at. Right now, Christians in America are losing this battle in a catastrophic way. 80 to 90% of Christian children from Christian homes who go through 12 years of government education are going to leave the church and leave the faith. You look at the polling data. Scientific poll commissioned by the Victims of Communism Memorial Foundation, they found that 70% of my generation, I'm one of those goofy millennials, 70% of us say we're going to vote for socialists in the future. Socialism, I think, is best understood as the antithesis of everything that the Bible teaches, everything that God has ordained. And then another scientific poll, again, looking at millennials, for the first time in all American history, we have a generation where a majority rejects Christianity. Less than half of millennials identify as Christians. They didn't drill down any further on that. I would have liked to talk to those 48 or 49% or whatever it was who identify as Christians, because I have talked to a lot of them, and what you'll find very quickly is they're Christian in name only. They have no relationship with the Lord. They have no understanding of what he teaches, what he expects from us. It's just because their parents took them to church or something. So this is a catastrophe. We are going to lose on all these other fronts. Now, I always caution, first of all, Christian education doesn't save your children. Jesus Christ does. And second of all, we know for a fact that the gates of hell will never prevail against the church. But that doesn't mean that Christianity will continue in America. That doesn't mean that America will continue to be a tool that God used to spread the gospel throughout the whole world. In fact, at the current rate that we're going, I suspect America will be a genuinely post-Christian country within a generation or 2 if we don't stop the bleeding.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're there. One of the things I often say is, it doesn't matter how committed the Christians are currently in the church. If all the adults are there serving God faithfully and reading their word and living out the Great Commission, aside from this area, if their children are being educated by the secular state, the church dies in a generation. There's just no way around that. This episode of Rapid Response was brought to you by CTC Math. Visit them at ctcmath.com today.